Here at Inside Music Row, we always try to get into the music and celebrate with artists and writers when songs do well. We hit up a very special double #1 party where Thomas Rhett was the artist on one and a writer on the other. The first hit to celebrate that day was Round Here from Florida Georgia Line. Thomas Rhett joined Rodney Clawson and Tompkins on the writing session that produced that hit, so we headed out to the big celebration to find out more about that song.
We were kind of on the ground level of this whole thing, and all these songs were cut right as Cruise was just hitting the radio, and I mean, none of us knew how big it was actually going to be. We knew there was a potential for that, but we were really happy to get the song on the record.
When they jumped on this song, it's like we just kind of thought, you know, the record kind of, because we were behind the scenes a little bit, so the record started coming together, and you know, it was one of those deals where we felt like we had, you know, we were behind something good. And
well, I don't know about Chris, but there was a certain point. There was, I think, when Cruise was just maybe hitting the highway and getting played, I told Seth, let them have any song they want, any song of mine they want, they can have it.
The moon comes up and the sun goes down. We find a little spot on the edge of town.
Heard it a couple years ago. I mean, it was the work tape, I think, before they even demoed it, but fell in love with it, and we just knew that it had a huge message. It was an anthem. You know, that chorus, when it hits, there's so many memorable lines all throughout the song. It just ends up being one big hook, which is a hit song, as you know. So, you know, just taking it out on the road, it's crazy to see everybody's living that song out more than anything, screaming at the top of their lungs. I mean, we'd send videos back and forth of us, each other playing it, and just watching the fans, I mean, just fall in love with it, and literally they're just living it out. So it's really cool.
Yeah, I remember we played at Faster Horses in Michigan, and they played the night before we were there, and Brian sent me a video of, I mean, I'm talking about an ocean of people, like 30,000 people, you know, and they just basically held the microphones out, and you can see these people. It looks like a festival in Europe at a soccer game, you know, taking down the stadium and stuff. And you know, the next night we played there, and I got on stage, and I was like, my buddy Brian sent me a video of you guys singing this song last night. I want to try it. And so I played it acoustic, and I didn't even have to. I just literally stood back and, you know, did my hands like this, and they did all the talking. And I went and saw them in New York a couple weeks ago, and it's the same thing. And I know it happens every night. And you know, I'm just thankful as crap to have gotten, you know, with these guys and gotten a song on their record, and you know, they're good buddies of mine, and they're just really great people, and this song was a smash.
I just want to say, I want to spend just a quick second and say, obviously, Chris and Rodney, you guys already know that you guys are bad. Love you. Thank you for teaching us how to write songs and teaching us more than you probably even know. So thank you, Craig, for believing in us and taking us in, and Seth and Joey the Wizard Moy for making FGL what it is, and the sound that we have, and the music that we get to make. But more importantly, I want to take a second and say thank you, Thomas Rhett, for being an amazing songwriter, one of my personal favorite artists. You got hits all over the place, so it's going to be a long, fun journey for you, and I'm sorry I have to call you every single time you release a single and tell you it's going to be a #1. It seems to be that way, but love this kid right here. Thank you, Thomas, for everything. You're a great guy, and it's an honor to share the stage with you, and everybody here that means so much to us. Jensen, everybody that worked so hard to make this happen. Our label, obviously, the best in town, and I tell you what, it's been a wild ride this year, and we wouldn't be here without y'all, and we're ready for December 15th, right?
Yeah, the moon comes up and the sun goes down. We find a little spot on the edge of town. Twist off, sip a little, pass it around. Dance in the dust, turn the radio up. And that fireball whiskey whispers.
Everything's changed. You know, we're busy, but we spent years at the house writing, working, running up and down Music Row, trying to, you know, meet people and write, and you know, to be busy every night playing music, the songs that we love, songs that we've recorded, and songs that our amazing fans are falling in love with. It's It's a dream. It really does feel like a dream. So, you know, try to take one day at a time, because it is a crazy ride. But we've got an amazing team, from songwriters to management to I mean, all across the board. So it's not just Tyler and Brian FGO. It's, you know, fans, our team, our friends. It's everybody that's making this whole thing run. So it's a really special time for not only us, but for everybody. I mean, this is something that doesn't happen all the time.
Now that we've hit up the first half of the special #1 party celebration, make sure to come on back for more. We've got Thomas Rhett and the writers behind It Goes Like This when we come back.